Hi, I'm Silvana, and I have a brain injury. I met Bind or Valerie actually while I was in rehab, although I don't remember it because I have amnesia for the almost first 3 years after my brain injury, which was July 2010. But sometime after I got out of rehab, I went to a group with Carrie and Carl and a bunch of other people and got hooked up with Bind, and thank goodness, because they really saved my life, to be honest. So it was pretty awesome. I believe it was photo collage, and it was kind of my life before, after, during sort of thing, and this dual personality that I feel like I have, because there's the old me still inside the new me, and it's always fighting to get out and wants to be seen. And this new life has been challenging to say the least, because as a lot of you know, we look okay, and it's really hard to tell what's going on inside. Um, Also, to never ever give up, I guess is my biggest message, because I've definitely bunked this ride, as we say in cycling, a couple times. I had a second brain injury 3 years ago. I was rear-ended, and so I almost had to start over on lots of levels. Of I had a hard time speaking again and reading and attention. Anyway, I love to do art. I love photography. I do cycling art, jewelry, t-shirts, things like that. Still do ride my bike, not as often as I used to after the second brain injury, but I'm trying to get back to that. And what else? Well, I can think of everything that was on there. Just I enjoy life. I love life. I think that it's a big, beautiful world, and I want to keep exploring it. Um, I love nature and to be outdoors, and I think that's my happiest space. It doesn't hurt, because otherwise, pretty much everything hurts all the time. But when I'm outside and I'm in nature, it kind of just calms everything down. And part of my visual processing problems, symptoms, is actually a little bit of a benefit sometimes, especially when I'm outside, because it makes everything just that much bigger, brighter, more defined. So sometimes it's so beautiful that it almost hurts. So that's kind of a cool part of the symptom, outdoors anyway. It's not the way I would have obviously chosen to live my life. I was a teacher before. I've always been in the outdoor industry, um, while not teaching. I've been a cyclist and athlete my whole life, and um, the artwork just kind of extends from that cycling life, I guess. It was going to be a whole other project originally. So it's on a lot smaller a scale than I had imagined it would ever be, but it keeps me connected. Um, it keeps me going, more than anything else. It's a small purpose. I try to do things like help out nonprofits like Bind and other brain injury things, and get women and children especially involved in cycling, and help um, with the proceeds from BC Bits, which is my little business. I help promote safe streets and things like that. So advocacy for cycling and safe streets and getting women on bikes. um, People should be buying this book because it's awareness. It's us telling our story, things that you can't see. Um, it's so often difficult to express ourselves in the way we really want to. And I think these are very personal, um, you know, not in words, or at least in written words, because often when we're amongst people, it's for a lot of us, it's difficult to speak or to be heard, actually, and I think it's exciting that you guys did this project, and the first book was great, and I hope this one turns out to be really great too. And if it benefits Bind, that's just awesome. And if it benefits just the whole community as far as awareness for brain injury, which I think is probably the most important part of it, and that we're all, I don't know if I can say this, but we're all pretty badass considering what we've been through. And I hope people recognize the struggles, the challenges, and also the awesomeness that is. The other side of a brain injury, coming out of it, or working through it, or surviving it, or whatever we wish to call it. So here we are, and we had something to say. So yeah, I hope people buy the book.